But the good news is that there is a vaccine, all right? The bad news is that Pfizer, the maker of the vaccine, sabotaged Donald Trump. Now, you think that's too strong a word? Not. Pfizer sabotaged the president. It had the vaccine and the conclusions that it worked before the vote, but didn't put it out until a week after the vote. So let's start with why that happened. All right? This was said by President Trump in the State of the Union last January. Roll the tape.
One of my greatest priorities is to reduce the price of prescription drugs. In many other countries, these drugs cost far less than what we pay in the United States, and it's very, very unfair. That is why I've directed my administration to make fixing the injustice of high drug prices one of my top priorities for the year.
I made a mistake. That was 2018. He said that, not this year. Okay, so the drug companies don't like Trump. All right, now he didn't manage to drive drug prices down much, but he did a bit. And they don't like him. They want him out. Okay? So on August 22nd of this year, and again, I'm sorry about that error for the State of the Union, Donald Trump tweeted, quote, "The deep state or whoever over at the FDA is making it very difficult for drug companies to get people in order to test the vaccines and therapeutics. Obviously, they are hoping to delay the answer until after November 3rd, must focus on speed and saving lives," unquote. Trump knew the fix was in August. Now, Pfizer, in an email, said this, quote, "Pfizer and the others probably didn't have the courage to make this historic announcement before November 3rd. Now, this was said by the Trump campaign, all right? Because they hoped it would keep me from winning big. Truth is, if Joe Biden were president, you wouldn't have the vaccine for the 4 years, nor would the U.S. Food and Drug Administration have ever approved it so quickly. The bureaucracy would have destroyed millions of lives," unquote. So that is from the Trump campaign, quoting the president himself. I'm going to take the politics out of it and go back to the fact that Trump knew that Pfizer was not going to help him in any way. So then, to prove that, this week, Pfizer head of research and development for the company, Dr. Catherine Jensen, said, "We were never part of the warp speed." That was Trump's movement to get the vaccine quickly. "We were never part of the warp speed. We have never taken any money from the U.S. government or from anyone," unquote. Well, that's deceitful because they signed a contract with the U.S. government for $1.2 billion. And they were involved with Operation Warp Speed. So Pfizer lied to the American public because it knew that they played politics with the vaccine. Georgia.